Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Cubasis 2.2. Let me show you the new features we have. And the first one is actually an in-app purchase. You can find it in the shop and it is called Cubasis Classic Machines. Let me close the shop window again and let me show you what you can actually do with it. Let's add a Midi track. Right now it has the acoustic piano loaded, but we will change that. Just extend the left-hand inspector and also open up the instrument panel. And now under Instruments, if you open the browser, you will find Classic Machines. I will load the 8 Classic to start with. And as you can already see on the left-hand side, there's more than just one. In fact, we have integrated 10 classic drum machines, and I'm pretty sure you will recognize at least some of them. All the main controls are right on the front page, and you can use the pads below to actually play the sounds. Now it doesn't stop there. Actually, for all those 10 drum machines, we've created second versions which include effects. And some of them are pretty radical. So, for example, the 1.8 EFX sounds like this. As you can hear, it's quite a difference compared to the original sounds. You can tap through all the classic machines by just using the left and right browse buttons right on the display. All the machines have a unique look and, of course, a unique sound. I'm going to go all the way back to the 8 Classic, and you might have noticed in the middle of the display there are some note values and some sort of a slider. And what you can do with this is pretty cool. It's actually note repeat. So I'm going to choose 8th notes and then just tap on any of the pads. As you can hear, the closed hi-hat is now playing 8th notes in the tempo of the song, which is 120 BPM. Now let's go ahead and actually record something using note repeat. Excellent. Now we have a basic groove. Let's just edit it a little bit, get rid of the empty bars in the front. If you tap and hold the whole Midi part, then you can set the locators left and right. I just saw that there's still something left at the end. Now again, tap and hold. Now we have a beautiful 4-bar loop. Now let's add another track. Again, a Midi track. It will automatically load the previously loaded instrument, which is 8 Classic. I'm going to look for another drum machine now. I like this one. Okay, now I would like to show you how you can use this slider underneath the note values. And it is actually a velocity slider. Let's make use of it and record a snare roll. Now you might think, what if I want to use different sounds from different drum machines, all in the same loop? There is a way to do that, and to do so, I will use a new function we have integrated, which is called duplicate. You can find it at the bottom of the screen where it says delete and add. If you tap duplicate, it will create an exact copy of the entire track, including the sound that is loaded and, of course, the data on the track. Now, it will sound exactly the same because it has the same content. Let me create another duplicate. Now we have 3 tracks. What I would like to show you is that you can now go ahead and improve your drum sounds, for example, replace individual sounds or add effects to just one single drum sound, if you go ahead and kick out the notes that you don't want to have on the first track, for example. Let's make this our bass drum track. So simply tap to open the editors, make a selection, make sure that select is enabled, and let me also get rid of the snare. By the way, you can tap on the key, then you can hear which sound is actually being triggered by those MIDI notes. So let me get rid of those two by simply tapping delete. And now we have just the MIDI notes for the bass drum part on this track. Let's rename it. Simply tap on the name and then type in BD for bass drum. And now go ahead and do this for the other two tracks. The second one is our snare track and the third one is our hi-hat track. It will still sound the same, but we have individual tracks. Now you can go ahead and, for example, select the snare track, open up the instrument, and look for a different snare sound by selecting a different drum machine. Having individual tracks also means that you can, for example, add a send effect to just the snare. Let me use one from the Effects Pack 1, which is called Nonlinear Reverb. Just select it and let's listen to it. We've also included 50 MIDI loops for the classic machines. Let me show you a few examples. You'll find them in the media bay. You can listen to the drum kits. And of course, you can use these MIDI loops in your own songs and alter them to your taste. Now, we've already made quite some use of the note repeat feature in the classic machines, but this function is actually not limited to just those drum machines. Let me show you. If we select a new track and we'll load the microlog with a preset called Electro Bass, and if you open the keys, you can see the note repeat functionality is also available there. Let's use it. There's one more function I would like to show you, and to do so, I will create another MIDI track, use the microlog, and load a preset called Pulsar Code. Now open up the pads. In this case, the pads allow you to play chords. If you press Edit, you can change the chord that is being played on that specific pad. And what's new is that you can now press Copy All on the right-hand side and copy those pad settings to another track or another instrument that you want to use. And by the way, this also works for drum sound assignments, so you can copy your favorite drum pad settings to another drum machine, for example. Just to mention it, we've also included a new reset option now for Cubasis. It's located in the iOS app settings. That's it for now. Keep making beats all night long with the new classic machines. Enjoy using Cubasis, and above all, have fun making music. Until next time, bye.